On July 4th, 1884, a ceremony in Paris saw the Statue of Liberty given to Levi Morton, the American ambassador to France who would later become vice president. The finished statue stood 151 feet 1 inches tall, that's 46 meters, and it weighed 225 tons. It was delivered to New York City in pieces in 1885. On October 28, 1886, President Grover Cleveland dedicated the statue, fully assembled, on Bedloe's Island in New York Harbor. Bedloe's Island was renamed Liberty Island in 1956. The Statue of Liberty, formerly known as Liberty Enlightening the World, is a massive statue commemorating France and the United States' friendship. Edouard de la Boulaye, a French historian, proposed the statue in 1865. French citizens provided the funds, and the sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi started work there in 1875. The monument, which was created by Eugene Emmanuel Viollet-le-Duc and Alexander Gustave Eiffel, was made out of copper sheets that were hand-hammered into shape before being erected over a framework of 4 enormous steel supports. The statue was disassembled and shipped to the United States aboard a French Navy ship after it was presented to Levi Morton in Paris. On June 17, 1885, the Statue of Liberty arrived in New York Harbor to great acclaim. Unfortunately, the statue's pedestal was not yet finished, and the entire structure was not reassembled on Bedloe's Island until 1886. An expert construction team put the statue back together very quickly after the pedestal's completion in 86. The statue was first rebuilt using Alexander Gustave Eiffel's iron framework. All materials were raised by steam-powered cranes and derricks, while the last components of the statue were added without the use of scaffolding. The Statue of Liberty's face was the last component to be completed and was kept covered up until the monument's dedication. Lady Liberty, as she is affectionately known, stands 300 feet 93 meters tall on her pedestal. The statue depicts a woman holding a torch in her raised right hand and a tablet bearing the Declaration of Independence's adoption date, July 4th, 1776, in her left. A 42-foot, 12.8 meter service ladder inside the arm allows access to the torch, and that torch measures 29 feet, 8.8 meters, from the flame tip to the bottom of the handle. An elevator transports visitors to the pedestal's observation deck, which is also accessible by stairway, and a spiral staircase leads to an observation platform in the figure's crown. A plaque at the pedestal's entrance bears Emma Lazarus' sonnet, The New Colossus. It was written to help raise funds for the pedestal. It reads as follows: Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here at our sea-washed, sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles, from her beacon hand, glows worldwide welcome, her mild eyes command. The air-bridged harbor the twin cities frame. Keep ancient lands your storied pomp, cries she. With silent lips, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless. Tempest, toast me. I lift my lamp aside the golden door. It was designated a United States National Monument in 1924, and the statue's administration was transferred to the U.S. National Park Service in 1933. There are over 100 Statue of Liberty replicas around the world. More than 30 are in France, with quite a few in Paris. The most magnificent replica is located just off the Grenelle Bridge on a small artificial island in the Seine River in Paris, France. While the Statue of Liberty in New York was a French gift, this statue in Paris was a gift from the Americans. It's also the largest replica, standing 11.5 meters tall, 37 feet 9 inches. There are Statue of Liberty reproductions all around France, including a 12-meter-tall replica in Colmar, a terracotta duplicate in Lyon, and one in Bordeaux that was taken by the Nazis during World War II, but was eventually replaced. The Statue of Liberty is a representation of an idea. It's a representation of the Declaration of Independence's fundamental values of justice and freedom. These are interesting things with JC.